Shopkins queen. Ding! Hi guys, so in today's video we're going to be showing you guys how to make a super awesome Shopkins squishy. So here we have 2 Shopkins squishies that I made previously. Not in videos, I just made these off camera, but I thought I would show them to you. I have a Frosty fridge in yellow, which is super squishy. And we have a Miss Prissy in pink and purple. Here we go. So here are the 2 that we made already. So we're going to be making a saucy pan. So we're going to be making a saucy pan squishy from season 2. I love this Shopkins. She's so cute. She maybe could be one of my favorite Shopkins from season 2. I'm just going to go into all the things that you're going to need for this. You're of course going to be needing a sponge for the squishiness. Yeah. Then you're going to be needing puffy paint using this Scribbles Pop 3D paint in Pacific Blue, Shiny White. You can get these in packs at Michael's. I have tons of other different colors that are orange, yellow. I got mine at Michael's. You're also going to be needing a few different colors of acrylic paint. These vary on what your Shopkin is. You're going to need black for every single Shopkin, white and black for most, and pink or red are normally the mouth colors, so I just have this Tester's Craft pink and Craft Smart black and white acrylic paint. I have some Mod Podge, and this is probably our last step in the squishy, so if you don't have this right away, that's fine. Of course, you're going to be needing some scissors. You're going to be needing 1 paintbrush or sponge to apply the Mod Podge with, and 1 small paintbrush to add like the eyes and the little details. I'm just using an old ballpoint pen that I actually took the ink cartridge out of, and it works really well for lines. To attach pieces, you can just use any white school glue or a hot glue gun. If you're using a hot glue gun, be sure that you're being very, very careful. If I use any more additional supplies in this video, I'll be sure to tell you. Stop all this talking. Let's get into the video. What I'm going to do is just take my scissors and take my sponge and just cut out the shape of saucy pan. I've seen tons and tons of different YouTubers make different ones. You can make a huge squishy, like a really big one, using half of this sponge, or you can make it much smaller. I prefer to make them smaller. Okay, so basically all I'm doing is cutting this sponge into like a circular formation to make it like saucy pan.
And then you maybe want to cut out like a little like squirrel piece as the handle.
Yeah, you're going to want a square piece for the handle. And what I did was I also cut a little top piece. This was probably the hardest step, but it was still really fun. Now I have most of the saucy pan little ones cutting out. So I have her little thing on the top of her head, her pan handle, and her cute little feet. Now that I'm going to do this, I'm just going to take my blue puffy paint and cover this all in puffy paint. Oh my gosh, I love covering it in puffy paint. It's so fun.
It looks really fun.
I love it. And there was my face for some reason. I don't know. And it was really, really fun. And I loved it. It was really awesome. And I just covered the whole thing blue, and I covered all the pieces off, the little pieces off camera too. And it was just super fun to glue down. And don't be afraid to get your hands messy. So I'm just going to let this dry for a little bit and take a little break from making this. And then I'm going to come back to it later. I decided to do this at night for some reason, so I might not be back until tomorrow. But I'm just going to do these parts off camera too, just so this video isn't like 9 hours long. I'm just going to do these parts off camera, and then I'll get back to you when everything is dry. Okay guys, so it's been about a day later, and so I'm just taking this. Oh my gosh, it's so squishy. So here we go, just picking the pieces up. So now, what I'm going to do is just take all these pieces that I have and glue them onto this one, so when the second layer, it just looks kind of more natural and stuff. So I'm going to take all these little pieces that we have here and glue them on. Now it's time to hot glue. I was just hot gluing the pieces on, but you could use regular Elmer's glue as well. It's all your choice.
But regular glue is kind of harder for us.
It wasn't working for us. But this is fine too. I'm just going to take my blue puffy paint yet again and do another layer now that everything is glued together. Let's get into it! Now we're doing our second layer of puffy paint. It's optional to do this, but yeah, we really like it because it looks much better on the squishy than just one layer of paint does. It really makes it look professional.
And you can see that it has glitter on it.
Yes, we love our glittery puffy paint. Once you've done this, you're just going to let this dry for however long it takes. We let ours dry for like a day. We let it do it overnight and our whole school day. So quite a while. Here's how Saucy Pan Squishy is looking. So I'm just going to let this dry. So here are the paints that we're going to use. This is for the mouth, so we won't use this just yet. But we'll use all three of these for the drips and this for the drips. So let's get straight into it. So then all I'm doing is painting like the gray part of the Saucy Pan. So like kind of the ends of the lid and the end of the pot itself. So I'm just covering that and I'm painting it with some acrylic paint. This was super duper fun. So I just painted and I'm using the pen that I made that I just took the ink cartridge out of. But when I fill it in, I'm using just a medium-sized paintbrush to fill it in. So basically what I'm going to do is, all I did was I just drew the outline as you saw on the, all I did was just take it and like draw an outline, and then I just painted the inside with like a thicker brush that I forgot to mention. It's just a random brush that I have. It's like medium. So I painted like it in. So then I can just take the white and paint over it. So like the stuff that I want to be this, so I don't have to like paint everything individually. It just goes a lot faster. And so I'm just gonna let this dry, and then I'm going to start taking the white to do the drips. So I totally forgot to film me doing this puffy paint and doing the eyes and stuff. I'm just going to touch a few things up right now. So I just did the eyes, and they're really simple. You should probably know how to do that. And then I just added like a few drips, and it was like really messy for some reason. Like I didn't mean it for it to be like the drips to be this messy, but I mean they look like drips, so it's fine. So here it's dry. It's looking pretty squishy. Squishy. Yeah, so I'm just going to fix up the eyes now. The only problem is you could kind of see a little bit of white through the black, so I just did another coat using my super thin pen that I made myself. And yes. Basically, I'm just going to take this puffy paint and then add her cute little arms. And also add the little dot of white in the eyes once the black that I put in the eyes is dry. For this DIY squishy, you're going to need a lot of materials, but it was so fun, and it just looks so awesome. So I just added the arms and the cute little iris in the eye. So here's the last portion of our squishy. Everything is dry now. It's all ready, but now we're just going to seal the face on with some Mod Podge. All I did was apply Mod Podge where there was acrylic paint to make it stay. It's crazy right now, but she'll look better once it's dry. I just put it everywhere where I used acrylic paint. That includes our squishy video. It's super awesome and squishy, and then bang, it just comes out again. Everything is so squishy and fun to squish, and I love it.
It looks so pretty with the glitter.
I love our Saucy Pan squishy. If you guys want more squishy videos, give this video a thumbs up. If you guys want any videos, really be sure to subscribe. Check out our Pinterest page. It's awesome. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe.